They want to rubber stamp that Mustafa has a mental problem. So that way, when the evidence comes out, it doesn't even matter anymore.
It doesn't matter. It's what's in
Your
his
Honor,
head.
this Mustafa is crazy. Do you see what they're doing here? I mean, do me a favor. Go over to exhibit. I'm going to pull a body cam where Mustafa's first defense attorney, Casey Stephen, who on body cam, I have body cams where he's working with Robert Drum, has a relationship with Robert Drum, has a history with Robert Drum, the investigator that falsified Mustafa's statements. This is Casey Stevens.
And he withheld evidence.
On body cam, he says Mustafa is guilty. You're his defense attorney. You took over $50,000
to take on this case.
And now you're on body cam. I catch you saying Mustafa is guilty. You're conspiring. Let's watch the body cam where he's working. He's telling that Robert Drum is telling Casey Stephen about how they want a psychiatrist to write him off as incompetent. I mean,
he says he appears to be fucked up. That's what he says.
Do me a favor. Go over to exhibit. I mean, if I didn't have this on body cam.
And by the way, before you play that, I'll say that's why Casey Stevens says you can't pick a psychiatrist. I'm going to get one because they want somebody that's going to come in and just sign on the dotted line, just like the medical examiner who falsified an entire medical examiner report.
Why is Mustafa's defense attorney, Brad Hayward, not talking about the autopsy that's been falsified?
A falsified autopsy report. I mean, that is crazy. If a medical examiner is willing to lie, that means anybody they bring in is willing to just like Bruce Safinsky, what was her name? Lucy Guerrero. Anybody that they bring in is just going to sign on the dotted line. What do you want me to sign? Okay, you want to say there's no audio? Sure, no audio. You want to say that there's nothing wrong with the car?
But according to Brad Hayward, Mustafa's defense attorney, he trusts the county's independent expert to extract the audio from SD card. He doesn't have to worry about his independent. How the fuck are you going to trust the county and their independent expert? What is going on here?
Trust comes with transparency. Okay? You can't have trust if you have no transparency. If you're getting the SD card with the audio, the dash cam with the audio, and you're not transparent about it, there's no trust. Okay, it's as if you didn't do shit.
You have to build that trust.
It's as if you
have to build that trust with Mustafa.
If you're getting the car reconstructed, you have the steering angle, you have all this information, which your client is entitled to by law.
The most basic thing you can ask in this case.
By law, he's entitled to every fucking piece of evidence that you stole. He's entitled to it. Okay? And if a lawyer does not believe in his client, he should just fuck off. Let's be real. If you don't believe in your client,
that's honest.
If you don't believe in your client,
you can't be more honest than that. That's true.
If you don't believe,
the government is giving you $100,000
to do your work, to follow the law. We're asking for you to follow the law, okay? And if you don't believe in your client 100%, then you fuck off somewhere. Go find a different hobby.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
Do me a favor. Go over to exhibit. I want to play the body cam where the investigator Robert Drum that falsified.
I'm not saying that to Brad Haywood. I'm saying to any lawyer like Casey Stevens.
I know what you mean.
To any lawyer like Casey Stevens who goes around behind his client's back, and he's working a deal with the officer to put his client under, to not present evidence when you have it right there on your laptop. We know Casey Stevens had the evidence during bond, and he never presented it because he was making a deal with this fucked up lying investigator, which I don't know why Prince William County Police are still holding on to him. Honestly, I don't know why they're holding on to him, Chad Mason, people that are just giving this police department a bad rep.
I mean, the next time you call 911, you're going to get this investigator.
That's what you're going to get.
What
a fucking disgrace.
It's just sad. Do me a favor, go over to exhibit. Let me play this body cam. Let's see.
Honestly, I don't know who would hire Casey Stevens after hearing that. Who the fuck would hire Casey? And by the way, he charges like 50, 75 grand, 100 grand. He's like up
He charged us $45,000 just up front.
And then behind your back, he takes your fucking money and then he splits it with the officer. He's buying him drinks and he's conspiring to screw over his client. I mean, what the fuck happened to the state bar? There's no bar. There's no bar of standards. There's no professional conduct. When Sarah Sammy lies and there's no consequence, when Casey Stevens takes your money and withholds evidence and conspires with the officer, you have no standards. When there's no system, you have complete anarchy. Okay? Complete. When there's no system, then it's complete anarchy. I mean, there's no rules. They're not abiding by any rules. And you can see that from this video. What a fucking piece of shit.
Here, Casey Steven. Let's see.
What a piece of shit. Takes your money and conspires with the police.
First he tells Robert Drum, whatever you hear about lawyers against the police, it's all bullshit.
Well, he's a fucking drunk.
Okay.
What do you expect?
Do me a favor. Let me play it.
He's a drunk.
Mind you, this is the defense attorney that we're telling we have evidence that investigator Robert Drum lied about Mustafa because Robert Drum put in the report that Mustafa told him that he was arguing with his girlfriend inside the vehicle. Now, we have an audio of the conversation that Mustafa never said that. This investigator falsified Mustafa's statement.
Casey Stevens goes...
Do you see what they're doing? They mute the dash camera. They cut the dash camera. They say, you told me you were arguing inside the vehicle. And then they're so upset that you happened to record that conversation at the time.
You know what's crazy? Casey Stevens at the time...
And then here he's telling him, whatever you hear about
Casey Stevens tells
lawyers against police, it's all a lie.
Casey Stevens
tells all bullshit.
He tells you, don't publish the audio because I want to get them. It's the element of surprise. When in reality, he's telling the prosecutor, he's telling the police, hey, the family has an audio of that conversation. What element of surprise when you're literally giving your defense strategy to the prosecution?
And then come court, he doesn't even play the audio. He plays the wrong person, misleading the judge to the point where the judge is like, what am I mean, that doesn't say anything.
Amar, the prosecutor...
He plays the wrong portion.
When he says the family recorded the audio, the conversation between Drum and Mustafa, the prosecutor's like, okay. And we're looking at Casey Stevens like, did you tell her? No, I didn't tell her. Get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking liar. He fucking specifically not only told her, he's giving her what the defense strategy is. There's no strategy, by the way. You have a prosecutor who's pretending to be a defense attorney. He's taking your money and he's splitting it with the prosecution. I mean, he literally gave Amy Ashworth $4,700.
I can't process that. I can't get my head around. I mean, wait a minute. Amy Ashworth goes for election.
Amar, I need $10,000.
Wait.
Let me sell that to.
By the way,
Ashworth.
you can literally look that up. you can look up. He donated to the Commonwealth Attorney. Wait a minute. So you're a Republican. She's a Democrat. You're representing Mustafa. She's bringing a case against your client, and you turn around and donate $4,700. Hey, Omar, I need $10,000 more.
I need $5,000 for a crash reconstructionist.
And then he takes our fucking money and he gives it to the Commonwealth.
He takes your money.
Get the fuck out of here.
Your money and gives it to the Commonwealth attorney.
That's crazy.
He gives it to the prosecutor. I wonder how much he paid Drum, to be honest with you. I wonder how much he paid Drum.
Do me a favor, go over to exhibit. Let's watch this
What a
unicorn
piece of shit.
caught in real time.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Casey said not from the enemy.
What?
Casey said nothing from the enemy.
You have a beer.
Oh my God, yeah.
That must be just
Because they know he's a drunk.
Just you,
Christian, you want something?
It's the same police officer
Hurts my
that pulled him
feelings,
over.
Casey.
Pulled him over in 2016
For a
and-
DUI.
For a DUI.
Hit and run.
Hit and run.
Some of these defense lawyers think everybody's a fucking liar and all that sort of shit.
How's Moses doing?
I don't think he's doing very well.
No
How'd
shit.
that competency thing come back?
Haven't gotten it back yet. They're taking forever to get to it.
Wow.
The competency test. Oh, what do we want to do today? So
It's almost like listening to two prosecutors.
yeah.
There's no defense attorney there.
I mean, the prosecutor's right behind him. You see that mallet right there?
The
I think I
prosecutor,
filed that
your
one.
lawyer, and the police
Ago.
are conspiring to
On how we're
bring...
going to write you off as incompetent. Oh, by the way, if you haven't watched this full body cam, literally 15 minutes earlier, by the way, This right here, what you're watching, is the independent experts. This right here is the independent expert that I paid $5,000 and hired to reconstruct Mustafa's vehicle 2.5 years ago. There's a judge order to reconstruct the vehicle. 15 minutes ago, earlier, if you rewind the body cam, you'll hear the same investigator that falsified Mustafa's statement, Robert Drum, is telling the independent expert, prosecutor Sarah Sami says you cannot reconstruct this vehicle.
And what did this guy say, by the way, off the record? He said
I've never seen anything like this.
he's never had a vehicle reconstruction where he's not allowed to inspect the car.
I've never showed up on a scene to reconstruct an accident only to be told, by the way,
You're not allowed
you
to
can't touch the vehicle. How am I supposed to reconstruct it?
And by the way, he's not allowed to touch the vehicle that they chopped up,
That's crazy.
that they've already chopped up.
So-
You've already chopped up the car.
So, wait.
What are you preserving here exactly?
So the independent expert can't touch the car, but he can scan it.
He can scan the car that they've already chopped up.
They removed the original scan, the Leica scan. You know how you scan the vehicle, Mustafa's vehicle, you scan the other vehicle, and you find the point of impact.
Right.
Okay? I mean, at one point he talks about how the county gave him the equipment, how he scanned the vehicle, how this is $1 million equipment. And where's the original scan? So you remove the original scan, you crush and stage the vehicle. Now we bring in our independent expert. Who told us to bring in an independent?
Casey Stevens.
Casey Stevens. Only to have it get scanned again after they crushed it.
After they crushed it.
And
Wow, what a-
here, they're going to be talking about, hey, by the way, did you get to have a psychiatrist sit down with Mustafa? Can we write him off as
he's
incompetent?
literally going to tell him that Mustafa's fucked up.
So
A
you
lawyer.
block his reconstruction. You block the extraction of the SD cards from the dash camera. You chop up his dash camera. You chop up his car. And now you're going to bring in a psychiatrist.